Recently, you might have seen coverage of plans to screen some Rugby World Cup games in 3D.
The final 4 games will be shown live in 3D on giant screens in cinemas around the country.
The plucky outfit who's landed the sweet contract is 3D Live, an Auckland-based company we featured on the show 2 years ago. So we thought we'd return to 3D Live and find out how the small company plans to deliver on its promise.
So about 2 years ago, I had this dream, and I thought sport. I grew up in a house where we played a lot of sport, and I thought rugby would be perfect for 3D.
So we decided that we would go for the Rugby World Cup, and we spent about a year and a half pitching towards it. It has been a huge amount of work to try and get the contract.
It was a bit of a battle, but after 2 years, people could see that sport is definitely going to play a huge role in 3D.
The turning point came was when a technology company gave a whole stack of 3D TVs to the board members, and they had a look at it. Up until then, they'd been quite negative about what it would be like, but after they've seen it actually in process, they jumped on board, and now this is where we are.
The challenges that we have for shooting in 3D is still the graphics. Also, you have different planes. So the difference between 2D and 3D is 2D, you have one object that is sharp and the rest is out of focus. Within 3D, everything is sharp. Don't have to go to such a close-up and just concentrate there. You can actually see all the time what's happening across the field. There's a couple of people in New Zealand that's doing 3D. I mean, obviously The Hobbit, but any crew that was available is now on The Hobbit. So we've got 2 partners. The one is Ignition, which is in the UK and Australia. They are the technical producers. And then we're also using Cutting Edge there, Obi Van.
We're also going to try and train people up locally to be able to do some of the roles in 3D that we can do here. We want to try and stimulate a market in 3D in New Zealand.
Well, for 3D Live, it's a massive contract, but we're really excited. This is our passion. This is what we want to do. You know, we started off with just Carl and myself. We grew to 5 people. Hey, now we're 65.
We're constantly being told that the Cup will be great for local businesses, so it's good to see that at least for some, there are amazing opportunities. All they have to do is take the ball and run with it. Was that all right, Mr. Quinn?
Well, you've got a lot of things to work on. I mean, your image for a start, mate. I mean, you've got to tidy yourself up, but do you think you can do better?
I promise to do better, Mr. Quinn.
You've got to change your name to Jose. You've got to change your name to Larry or Bob or Jack, Trevor.
I will, I promise.
New Zealand names.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Quinn.